EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken short. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. From the 36, Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. 180. White. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check it. You draw corker.
This is Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Here, Mike. Football. Check 3. Check 3.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 54 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
16 yards, a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! 11.
Snap comes in 1. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go,
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
12 fouls, here we go. 12 fouls, here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you're...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
Look at the 8. Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Back north. Easy, 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 easy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Got a man, that's Allison. 20, there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 49 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montravius Adams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
65. Hey, Foxtrot. 50, Max, 50. Hey, I'm coming. Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Garoppolo now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 37. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Second down, this is Wilson. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now Williams. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's pick it up. Jump out. Hey, team six. Team six.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. D. Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be taken short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 51 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
21. Check three. 11. Protein still. Hey, alert.
Now Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Garoppolo now. And he's going to go down again. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Za'Darius Smith. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Check. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd. Stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10, being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, Haywood. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Boxing.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go. 12. Watch
the slants.
He's coming. Double. 65. He's coming. Double up. 2. Hey, Zoo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Rodgers going to throw again. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
21. Here we go.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.